Hi, guys. This is Gigi with the Reluctant Hams. I've got Tracy and Franklin and a very special guest. We have Jocelyn Vas.
Yay.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Of course. We're so excited to have you. Jocelyn is an agent, a mom, and a business entrepreneur. She's with Arla. She is a mom of two,
Yes.
and she works with Final Offer, which we're
Yes.
going to learn all about today. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me, everybody.
So, guys,
What's
Yeah.
up?
do we dive in?
Wait, I want to talk about you guys twinning right now.
Oh my goodness.
They
I
have a
mean,
twinning moment right now.
It's a gingham day.
It's sort of
And I'm-
adorable, and I'm into it.
It is.
I'm just glad that you two
Cute.
bitches aren't matching today.
Damn.
I'm wearing
No.
Tracy's favorite color, though.
You
so.
are emerald green. And she looks quite lovely.
So, when I was driving here from halfway across the world,
The Commonwealth of Virginia.
yes,
Yeah.
pretty much, I looked at my dress and I was like, you know what? I wonder if Franklin is going to appreciate this dress because
Damn.
it's like a little J. Crew. It's a little preppy,
A little
And
sexy.
a little, just a
Mhm.
little
Yeah,
sexy.
we have a little
She's got a little-
snatch of body going on here.
A little tummy. and
Something
a
we
little
should
bit
know
of
about.
ooh,
Something you want to tell us
It's-
about?
It's summer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, it
ready.
is. It is nice in the District of Columbia, in the Mid-Atlantic area.
It is.
Well,
It's
there's no
gorgeous.
mosquitoes right now, but
Oh.
soon when it's like permanently hot, we're going to be like
Oh my
complaining
gosh.
again.
Why are you stealing my joy, Jocelyn?
It's
Don't-
literally
don't-
That's what I
one.
do.
There's
Don't-
only 1 week where we can
be
be
that person.
outside.
Right.
It's now.
It's right now.
It is right.
And,
Okay.
But it's almost too hot. It's 80 something, right?
Girl, don't say that.
Okay.
Frank, Tracy, you're always like, it's too cold.
I
I'm freezing.
know,
No,
I
it's too
know.
hot.
I like it though. If I have to choose, I'll choose hot all the way.
Me too.
See? That's why she's my girl.
I spent the last 3 days at the beach by the lake. with
I went to the
Mighty.
beach too.
Oh my
Oh, boy, here we
Which
go.
beach were you at?
I was just at the lake beach at
Okay.
my
That's
house.
not a lake.
I went to Rehoboth
not a
and
beach.
Ocean City. But not to,
not
you
the
know.
ocean beach, just like a man-made beach.
She had a lot of dirt.
Oh, okay.
You had to wash your feet when you came away from this quote unquote
Ooh.
beach.
Oh, of course. Yeah. No, I always feel like I'm going to catch something when I'm there because there's something really weird about water that's not salted. Like
Mm.
I've
Like
I've
it's
never.
not clean.
Yeah, it feels
Fresh
like
water?
there's just like fresh water without any. Like I feel like somehow the salt kills the bacteria. I don't know if that's true or
So
not.
you were
Sounds
hanging
right.
out in toilet water. Is what
Ooh.
you're telling me.
Pretty much, yeah. My son
Okay.
loves to
Okay,
splash
so-
around in it.
Folks, I was at Rehoboth.
Okay, yes. Tell us about your beach.
The real
way,
beach.
Way better.
Yes, way better.
No, it's just a friend of mine. They had a birthday and they did something they call the loop. And so they drove from Virginia, where they live in Manassas, and then they drove to Baltimore, stayed overnight. Then from Baltimore, they went to Jersey.
Oh my god.
Then from Jersey, they took a ferry over to Delaware.
Why are they
Wait.
moving
They
around
call-
to go to the
hold
same
on.
beach over and
They
over
call
again?
it the loop.
Hold on. You call it
So
called
they're-
the loop or the loopy?
Oh, I
Or being-
forgot.
Or being loopy.
They went to Philadelphia too. I forgot. So Baltimore, Philly,
Are
Jersey.
they beach hopping?
Yeah, they're just city hopping, East Coast
City
hopping.
hopping,
They call
okay.
it the loop.
How long?
And then when you're in Jersey, they took the ferry over to Delaware and then spent time in Rehoboth, and that was the final stop. It was kind of cool.
Wait, are
It was
all
a
of these
week long.
beach destinations they're going to as
No,
well?
because they
or-
went to Philly and they went to
Oh, okay, yes,
Baltimore has
Philly,
a
yeah.
harbor. So Baltimore.
how long do you
I
stay?
don't
in
think
e-
you
how,
swim in
how,
it.
how long
No.
are they staying in each of these
They
places?
stayed one night in each city until they got to Delaware, and they stayed 2 nights, and that's when we joined them in Delaware.
I love the adventure of your friends, but this sounds awful.
They have a blast. Try it. It's called the Loop,
Mm-mm.
and if you do it, we'll give you the itinerary.
Mm-mm.
We're taking relaxing hymns on the road.
Mm-mm.
That would be fun. All right, let's get into it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm really excited to talk about Final Offer. Jocelyn, you have been such a pioneer for this, and I really would love you to give us like the elevator pitch on what it is. And I'd really like for the world to understand, like on a basic level, like why this is such a game changer for industry.
Yeah, I think that, this was created because there needed to be some cleaning up in our industry. To me, it just makes no sense that a buyer is buying their biggest asset of their lives and their seller is selling the biggest asset of their lives, and they have no clarity or transparency on what that looks like and what it takes to buy a home. It just makes no sense. And I think if consumers were buying and selling real estate as much as they do, let's say, like stocks or something, they would have demanded more transparency a long time ago. So to me, I see this as a huge disruptor in our real estate industry that's really just needed. And so ultimately, the idea of final offer is, think of it as a tool that brings real-time offer notifications and real-time change notifications on terms, other items in real time. So it's data in real time. And ultimately, the list agent is putting a property on this platform as well as on the MLS, and they're exposing what's called the minimum committed offer price, which the seller's committing upfront to this price and these terms with a 1 day or 3 day or whatever they want window timer. Then there's the Amazon Buy It Now button, which is like it's called the final offer button. So let's say that's a really clean offer with this price. So someone could take it off the market right now. And so
your client can say, this is what my ideal offer is, put it in that button.
Yep.
And then say, if someone's like, I can get down with that.
They could take it right then and there.
They click it, and then
It's the buy it now.
It's the buy it now. Exactly.
It gets shipped to you next day.
instead of adding to
Free
cart,
shipping.
instead of adding to cart and thinking about it, you just buy it.
But I think for buyers, that's a huge deal because they know exactly what it takes to get this home.
Sure.
Well, and I think what it does is Final Offer as a platform, online platform, it appeals to two different types of markets. Like, we came out of this really crazy market where things were bidding up so high. There was so much at stake. Sellers were really nervous because prices were getting bid up so high that they didn't know if they were going to appraise. And then buyers were like, I want to buy this house. Like, I will pay an astronomical amount of money for this. Like, how do I just lock this in and stop doing this dance?
Right, because otherwise it's a guessing game. Like,
Right.
you literally are telling your agent, okay, what are we escalating to? And they're like, well, they have 10 offers, so I don't know, 200K over based on what I've seen. I mean, you really have no information to make informed decisions.
It's like having insider information, actually.
Yeah.
So that's the advantage, I think, for buyers. And it almost makes sense to, go to Final Offer and do your searches there as opposed to like a Zillow or a Trulia.
Well, that's the goal, my friend.
Absolutely.
Booze.
I know.
Absolutely, because there's the
More
advantage. You're not
information.
going to get the same transparency
Hold
when you
on.
go to Zillow.
Pause.
Yeah, so I think for the buyers, it just makes sense to go to a platform that is going to give them an opportunity to have more information about the property. It puts control in the hands of the buyers, right?
Totally. I mean, why would you ever go to Redfin or Zillow again if you could go here and have information about, one, what it takes to take it off the market right now and buy this home, or two, to start a clock and take the risk and see if, and if no one else bids, it's yours because the seller is committing up front.
So one of the things that I hear as a disruptor, and I think you guys are the complete opposite of the other disruptors in our industry, is that you are not eliminating the realtor from the transaction.
You have to have an agent on both sides of the transaction.
I
Final
can
offer.
kiss you on the lips.
They don't want. They would have to
immediately.
become a brokerage, and there, as we know, there's no money in brokerage.
Right.
I mean,
Oh, you're speaking my language.
I mean,
she's like, you're so right.
Look at all the big companies struggling, the publicly traded companies, how much they're struggling. It's hard to make money as a brokerage. They don't want to be a brokerage. Their valuation would go down. It would not be a good business model. There's a better business model with subscription services for agents to use, and to eventually, the idea is you're going to be getting leads from this platform off
Right.
your own listings, instead of Zillow taking our leads and selling them to our competitors off all the hard work we did to get these listings.
So basically, it's like a win-win because it helps the agents that are listing the property, and then it ultimately helps the sellers who are selling the property and the buyers.
It helps everybody.
Everyone.
But it's funny how, people can see it in different scenarios. Oh, this helps me more. Oh, that helps that person more.
Well, I think one thing also that, kind of explains why the agent is still such an important role with Final Offer is that it is a tool. It's not a replacement.
Yep.
So you use the tool as a way to gain more interest in your property. to negotiate a better deal for your client,
Yep.
to get a stale listing under contract, or to get a crazy offer for a home that's super desirable.
And to bring confidence back to the buyers. I mean, buyers deserve clarity in what
Mhm.
they're doing. The fact that us as buyer agents just shoot in the dark with like, oh, how many offers do you have? They could have none. You have
Right.
Mhm.
no idea.
That's a good
I mean,
point.
it's wild that we are just guessing.
Right.
How are we just guessing on someone's biggest asset of their life? That's
Yeah.
nuts.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
I've used Final Offer for my listing. And one of the things that I really appreciated is that when we did get an offer in, we were able to look to see any buyers that had favorited our properties. A notification automatically went out to them to
Yep.
let them know that an
Ooh,
offer was in hand.
Scandalous.
So
Yeah.
they could come back and have an opportunity. There's never going to be a time where they didn't know an offer had been received.
Yep.
And that's the value
And
it
not
brings.
just if it's favorited, it's if they have a search
A
set
safe
up in that
search.
area.
Which I
Absolutely.
do, yeah.
Yeah, which I mean, that for a listing agent and for a seller, that's amazing for getting eyes on the property. So if someone came in either below the minimum committed offer or at the minimum committed offer, and there is a window that allows other people to bid, that is a seller's power to be able to say, hey, all right, it's not the cleanest or it's not the best price, but you know what? Like, if nothing else comes in, I'll take it. But it'd be nice to be able to see what else could be out there. And that's what final offer allows.
Yeah, I mean, I think as an agent, the biggest thing for me at first was thinking, okay, real time offer notifications, not
Mhm.
real time, it's pending or it's under a contract.
It's like, it's too
notification.
late. Sorry.
Right? Like, I mean, there's been so many times where my clients are disappointed. We look at a property later in
Mm.
the day, they're thinking about it and it's gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what?
And you had no idea.
And then
either.
you look like a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very hard feeling when they send you something and then you like get in there and it's like pending or gone. Or the same thing to your
Yeah, or wasting your time. You show up at a listing and the agent didn't, change it to
Update it.
pending or something, and you're there with your client. They love it. And then you go through all this stuff. I mean, the idea is to bring some efficiency to this business as well so that we can be, better negotiators. We can be better for our clients.
So I want to talk about that efficiency aspect because Jocelyn, like I said earlier, you are a very, very successful real estate agent. And you're a
Ooh.
mom of 2 boys. I have one.
Are we
and
gonna
I'm
get nosy?
pulling
I have a
my
longer
hair
resume than
out.
that.
Are we gonna get
I'm a
nosy?
licensed therapist.
Oh my God.
No, you're
Yeah.
not.
Oh, I am.
Wait, what
I
kind
am
of therapist?
a mental health
What?
therapist. I am a full. I was.
Oh.
We need to
I-
bring you on for another session, not
know.
final offer, like literally
Like
deep
Gigi
dive.
I know.
and I have things that we
I
go
know.
through.
Well, I
And we
became a
need your help.
therapist after being a real
Wait a
estate
minute.
agent for like 8 years because I saw the benefit.
Franklin's
What's
like, what
up,
happened to me
Franklin?
again?
I don't go through. I'm the only one sitting in therapy, and you guys go through shit.
No, I definitely
Well,
sit through
that's
therapy too.
we
All
need
kinds of
therapy. That's why we're going through things.
Go,
Franklin.
go. Yeah, you need to go.
Everyone needs
I
therapy.
tried to go to your therapist, but she wouldn't accept me because I live in DC.
She's
Yeah,
booked
they
up.
can't cross states.
I know.
She's booked up, boo.
Well, Jocelyn, tell us how you keep it going because I know that final offer, especially with them making having such a big presence in DC, like that's a lot of your time. You're selling millions of dollars of real estate every year. Like
Mm.
literally, you and this is like a one-woman show too. Like you do this
Yeah, I
so
do.
efficiently,
Hold on
and
a
then
second
you've
here.
got your family.
Wait.
You need like a side boo or something?
I'll always take some side booze. I'll pay. I pay for help all the time. I do, including a
does.
nanny to help with my kids. My husband holds down the fort quite a bit, but no, it's a lot. I mean, this is still. It's not really a startup anymore, but we are growing so fast. I mean, we're going to be hiring probably like 10 to 15 people in the next couple weeks.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Jocelyn, so how does final offer then, even though like in addition to like being the pioneer of this platform, like how has it helped you become efficient as using it as an agent as on a platform?
I think that for me, because I understand it and have used it on both the buy and the sell side, I've been able to educate my buyers up front when I see that a property's on final offer. I'm like, okay, here's the deal. Someone at any time could click this Amazon buy it now button and it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. Even if we're bidding, someone can click that.
Right.
Not only that, the agent could increase that while we're bidding.
Sure.
That's
So
true.
either consider clicking it right now or be aware of what that looks like. And
Right.
so by giving them that information, for the one we went through, we started the timer after someone gave a proposed offer, meaning below the minimum committed offer price and terms, which was not, it was shot out to everyone, but it wasn't public what the price and terms were. And then someone bid again, and they just called me, click it now. And we clicked the final offer button.
Wow.
Yeah. And they were all cash. They could have strong armed the seller. They were like, can't we just shut it down? And I said, well, this is how you shut it down.
I love that.
And I mean, the reality is
Yeah.
you have more information than
You
you've
have the
ever
tool.
had before.
It
And
puts you
people
in
can get upset
control.
about it. Agents can get upset about it, but you had everything at your fingertips.
Right.
Well, and they're upset about it because it's new.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a disruptor for sure, but I think that it won't be seen as like that forever. And I think in the very soon for the future, in the markets that you're in right now, because
Yeah.
you're only in the DMV and in Boston.
We're in Massachusetts.
In
now.
Massachusetts.
Mhm.
Okay, great. So, I mean, for these markets, it is disruptive because it's new.
Yep.
You know, most people don't like change, and
Yep.
this is a very old school business that we work
Totally.
in. And you know, there are a
Mhm.
lot of people who would like to keep it that way for many different reasons.
Right.
But consumers are demanding transparency. That's why there are other types of disruptors that are trying to eliminate real estate agents.
Yep.
And although as a realtor, like I do find that threatening, I don't lose sleep over it because I know how important it is to have like that human component of it.
Totally.
But I really do think that we need to hear the consumers and what they want, and they want the transparency. And when I had heard about final offer, I was like, this is interesting. I was like, oh
Mhm.
wait, this is necessary.
And it's changed a lot for the better to make it more efficient and better for agents since you even heard about it a couple months ago.
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely. It's spread like wildfire because I really think that this is really the future of real estate.
Yeah.
One other thing that I really do appreciate about Final Offer, obviously it's a tech company and it's very tech forward, right? And as Gigi mentioned, like a lot of agents don't like change because it is a disruptor. But I will say that the customer service attached to Final Offer is phenomenal.
I totally agree.
Phenomenal. If you have a question or you're unsure about anything, you can send a quick text, call, whatever. Someone will be in touch with you immediately.
Yeah, I mean, every time a buyer agent registers to then make an offer, they're called immediately.
It's so impressive
Yep.
because part of, a lot of technology that is, debuting, you try to call the number and
There's
you
no
can't,
number.
there's no number or
Yeah.
a person. You're getting a
No.
live person
yeah, and
every time.
yeah. And a lot of them we have real estate professionals that call the list agents, to make sure they understand exactly what they're doing at all times.
Absolutely.
So I need to speak to our listeners who may be sitting in their homes saying their agent's going to come up to them and say, I want to put your home on final offer. So I am Sally, the seller. And I want to sell my family home that I've lived in for 4,000 years. Short time.
Uh-huh.
How would this benefit me in my next chapter of my life?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, Sally, imagine everyone getting real-time offer notifications,
But
right?
this computer thing, I'm not
You
familiar.
click and it's in,
Click,
right?
click.
I mean, you can use this if you're going to make an offer for a buyer and you're out to dinner and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to rush home because there's a deadline. Click a couple buttons and you've made your offer from your phone and
Okay.
go back to dinner and enjoy it. And then you'll get a real-time notification that someone else made an offer that you won.
So if I'm if I'm the homeowner
Yep.
and I like an offer that was presented, am I getting, you said real time
Yes,
notifications?
Seller, real-time notification.
Do
And
I-
we're about to be switching it over to text messages too, per people's requests.
Listen, I was out on a meeting, and my client found out he had received an offer. He received it at the same time I did, but I wasn't
Yes.
checking my phone. So my client's like, "We have an offer." I'm like, "Usually I bring that news."
Right.
So he was totally excited because it is real time.
And that's also a control thing, Miss Sally, right?
Okay.
Like, isn't it nice from a psychological perspective to feel some control in a process versus handing that completely over to someone else? You're involved, you get to see things in real time. it really mitigates anxiety for
Mm.
Miss Sally and a lot of the buyers and sellers.
Okay.
But you're also ensuring, like Gigi said earlier, all eyes on this property. You're giving everyone an opportunity to bid. That's how it should be,
So
and it's
maximum
not now.
exposure.
Maximum exposure. Not only that, from a psychological standpoint, again, which is why I kind of got involved in this company, it's like buyers, when they have more information, are going to do things maybe they wouldn't normally do
Sure.
because they actually get to see what's in front of them. It's not a guessing game. It's like, okay, if my top is 1.2 and it's at 1.24 right now, sometimes they go, okay, you know what? I could make this work at 1.265, but then I'm done. And
Sure.
they know why they lost.
Mhm,
Right.
That's a
mhm.
big deal
Yeah.
for us agents too, for an efficiency thing. You're not, why did we lose? Waiting for a phone call from an agent to tell you why you lost, or don't even get a phone call about why you lost. You get a short email, you lost.
And
Good point.
we're in Fair Housing Month, and it's something that I think about as you're talking about it. It just eliminates that chance
Big
of
time.
of a
Discrimination.
of
Absolutely. That was
discrimination.
the first thing that I thought about too
Yep.
Oh,
when I heard about final
look
offer.
at
I
you.
agree. I am right
top
on
top
here.
of mind for you, hey?
It really was so because as a broker, I'm always thinking about liability.
Of course.
So I'm always really worried about, well, like I'll read my agent's listings. I'm like, no family. Don't talk about the
Right.
family. Don't talk about the kids. No kids room. No family room.
Yeah.
Like it when, for our listeners out there who aren't familiar with fair housing, as agents and sellers, you can't select an offer because one is a family and one isn't.
Right.
It has to be based off of the contract, the terms, the numbers, anything that is like on the paper. You can't actually discriminate about
Even source of income.
and the source of
Uh-huh.
income too. Yeah,
If
absolutely.
you got all your money from OnlyFans, they have to overlook that.
Absolutely.
Thank goodness for Franklin.
I have to point out the things that you're not thinking about.
Your money anyway.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
respect it.
I appreciate that. So yeah, no, I mean it eliminates that surface of it because when you are submitting your offer, it's based off of terms. So, it creates that kind of black and white for the seller to be like, oh, not literally black
It's
and
an
white.
even playing
It's
ground.
It is.
exactly what it is.
Shouldn't every buyer deserve that?
Yeah.
Like the fact
Absolutely.
that they don't get that in purchasing a home, the biggest, most expensive thing they'll buy in their life, it's crazy. It's like not normal if you really, really think about it.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And from an agent perspective and time saving, I love that because it's out there for people to see how popular a property might be. We all have had those buyers that come to you like, I really want to see this home. And I'm like, it's at the top of your price range and there are
Yeah.
no showings open. That means it's going to bid up. And they're like, well, I want to see it anyway. Well, that's a waste of my time. I'm sorry. Like, unless you're new to this market and you just kind of want to sniff things out, like truly, if you're thinking that you're going to win this, you're not.
Well, and I had a really big agent who has been a hater on Final Offer forever and then called me randomly and he was like, you know what? You just saved me time and now I get it because he had an FHA buyer and there was the bidding had already begun and
Mhm.
he was like, I don't even have to make a bid because you're at the point where you're not allowing a financing contingency anymore because you have that high of a bid
Mhm.
right now.
Mhm.
Right. And
Saving
then I don't
me
have to write
time.
you don't have to write a contract out.
And
Oh,
setting
so
that is
expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't write an offer unless you win, but you're also setting expectations up front with people, right? Like they get it.
Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
consumer gets this before.
I almost want to get
the
a tattoo
agent.
of Final Offer.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think you've sold
But I
us
don't-
all, Jocelyn.
But I almost don't want to
You
put
guys
it
are
in a
funny.
very Final Offer kind of place.
I love that.
You sold us on final
This is
offer.
your final offer.
Oh my goodness.
I can
This
see
is
why
so
you're a really
fun.
great agent too. Selling those homes. All right. Well, I want to add a little fun spin
Let's
to
do it.
this.
Not
We're
fun.
going to play a game.
Uh-oh.
I'm very prepared today, guys. I made a
love it.
presentation and
You're always
all.
prepared.
I'm looking at it.
Okay, so Franklin, Tracy, you guys can share that screen together, and I'll share this
Ooh,
with
so I'm
Jocelyn.
hiding. Oh, okay, no, good.
And
Hold on. Let's
The game is called, I feel like we need some music. Maybe we'll have a cell check.
Should we start humming again? Humming,
do a little-
humming, 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 humming.
All right, there it is. Game is called Guess the Final Offer, guys.
Ooh.
All right, so we're going to do 3 different properties.
Hold on a second. You went and did a whole goddamn presentation.
I did.
Are
I
we
love
surprised?
you guys.
That's how special
I
you
was
are,
really
Jocelyn.
excited for Jocelyn to be here.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
I just wanted to impress her, and I just
Oh,
love Final
please.
Offer. So, Final Offers, welcome to also borrow this game if they'd like. I won't
love
charge
it.
them much. So it's called Guess the Final Offer. So we're gonna have 3 properties, and they all have their own names,
I know this one.
and you're going to have to guess what the final
Are you
offer
cheating?
price is. So the first one is the Big Lake Home. It's in Locust Grove, Virginia, which happens to be where I also live.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
This is an introduction to the lake community at Lake of the Woods.
Is this in the Commonwealth?
It is in the Commonwealth.
Was that
I
right?
love that you call it the Commonwealth.
And I take little snippets of each listing description. So this is the view you've been waiting for with 224 feet of water frontage, 2-level contemporary on 37, no, it's 0.37, sorry, acre
I was like,
lot,
wow.
nestled
It's
next to
huge.
a cove fronting a wide and amazing view of the Big Lake. It's 3 bedrooms, 3 baths at 1,230 square feet. And I've got a few pictures.
Okay, let's look at the
Ooh.
pictures.
Is this active on the MLS?
These have all sold because it's
Okay.
got a final offer
Okay,
price.
got
That's
it,
a
got it.
nice house.
Well,
Okay.
it has
All those-
paneling on the walls.
Yummy, but
Is
you're by
that
the-
carpeting?
But
I
you're by
don't
the
know
lock-
area very well.
Does it have central?
It's all
air?
a guess.
All right, I'm
Okay.
guessing 650.
All
Wait,
right,
where is
Jocelyn.
this?
It's
So
my
Jocelyn-
neighborhood, okay?
It's in your hood?
It's my hood.
Yeah, I'm getting, but it's
650.
waterfront.
Okay.
She says 650. What do you say, Tracy?
I say 759.
Okay. And Franklin?
As an agent who's unfamiliar with the area, I'm going to have to refer this business out.
Just give a guess. It's a game.
Too much money.
It's the price is right.
Guess.
622.
All right. The final offer price was
Ooh.
$673,500.
So do I win that one?
Jocelyn wins.
Yay!
Point for
I
Jocelyn.
overbid.
All righty.
Where's the price?
Oh, you don't get that because I didn't
Oh.
want you guys
It's a
to
secret.
pay
We
just
just get
It's
to
a
see the
secret.
They would.
pictures.
That's
they
why
would
I didn't guess, guys. If you didn't guess
Scandalo.
why, 'cause I put this game together. All right. So, house number 2, DuPont Liberace,
Mm-mm.
located in DuPont Circle, Washington, D.C. The open floor plan includes large living and dining area, showcasing floor-to-ceiling windows with automated blinds that
This
lead
is
to a
huge.
glass-enclosed year-round solarium with retractable doors. It is a
Retractable?
2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,756 square feet. What
That's
is the
big.
final offer? Franklin, you go first.
Damn, no.
Do we get more photos?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
wait,
4
is this a
photos.
condo?
It's a
Did you say
condo?
it's
What's
a
the
It's a
condo?
condo fee?
condo.
Okay.
Condo?
And it's in DuPont.
This doesn't look like
Oh my
DuPont.
goodness.
It doesn't look like DuPont.
That view does not look like
Ooh,
DuPont.
I'm going for 1.25.
All right. Jocelyn's 1.25. Franklin.
1.3.
What's the
Okay.
square footage again?
1,756.
That's pretty big.
Ooh.
Corner. On a corner?
I say
Look at that wood in the middle.
1.4.
Ooh.
All right. The selling price is
Wow.
1.8.
Oh my
Six
goodness.
five.
I won.
Damn.
Tracy.
Steep.
Point for Tracy.
Okay. I'm agreeing.
I hope that condo fee.
Oh, and it's on
too high.
1414 22nd Street. So it's on
Oh.
the west side
Got it.
of DuPont.
Uh-oh.
All righty. The last property, guys. We are at the Petworth Builder grade.
Is this okay? Hold on a second. Is this
Georgia Avenue.
real Petworth?
It's Petworth.
Our
Or is
fake
this-
bright? Is it
Uh,
Brightwood?
No, we're calling Brightwood no pay.
Ooh,
Okay.
no, you didn't.
North-
What does that mean?
North
No pay?
Petworth.
North Petworth.
Oh my goodness.
It's Petworth.
It's actual Petworth.
It's Petworth.
Below Missouri.
It's in it's in the Northwest DC. This lovely home has been renovated from top to bottom with high-end finishes throughout. From the wide plank hardwood floors to the gourmet chef's kitchen with stainless
Mhm.
steel appliances, glass cooking, white quartz countertops to the custom lighting and high-end finishes, this home really has it all.
All right, show us a few more pictures.
4
let me
bedroom,
see.
3.5
Do we have a yard?
baths, 1,400 square feet.
Is there a yard? 14?
1,400 square
Without the
feet.
basement.
It's a row home.
Without the basement.
Interior?
Row home.
Is it corner?
It is
A
not.
corner lot?
I mean, the block totally matters.
Mm.
Are you going to tell us a street?
Yeah, the street matters, but I'm gonna hope it's like a decent street and 1.05. That might be a little
Right.
high.
I was thinking lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
950.
This sold. So
Trace.
I'm going to say
When did this sell?
Everything sold within the last 3 months.
Eight.
895.
Not
Ooh.
895.
All righty. Your guys are going to be shocked with this one.
What?
Don't.
It's in the details, guys. This one sold for $750.
Whoa, I did see this one when
Yeah.
I was. I think this is
Damn.
like a rare. This is near Kansas. Yeah,
It's a
Mm.
little bit weird. There's some
that
carpet
was a weird
going
comp.
on.
That was like sold low.
Super weird.
And that
I had to
carpet.
throw in a
Especially
wild
for a
card.
top to bottom reno.
Yeah.
So that's 2 points for Tracy. You're the winner.
Go
How?
Tracy.
You won the last
Oh,
two.
that's
You
right.
had the lowest bid for it.
I am seeing
Yay.
carpets and I'm seeing more carpet lately.
Ooh.
What in bedrooms?
Yes.
It is kind of
Mm.
cozy on the feet, though. I know
It
it doesn't
is.
look good, but it is a little
It is. When you
footsie
get out of
Put your
cozy.
own
Yeah.
carpet in. A rug, a throw rug.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
hear
last
you.
couple of places I've
Mhm.
gone to, I've seen in new renovations
Hmm.
have been carpet and
They're
back
going cheap last minute.
and that's what I'm saying in my head.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it out loud.
Builder
I'm just like,
grade.
that's carpet.
Let me save some money here quickly.
That Petworth builder grade.
I love that.
Well,
Not in
for you guys that are listening, I know you couldn't see this through listening to the podcast, but we will post some of these pictures on our Instagram for you to take a look and you can guess along with us.
Totally
Yeah.
fun.
I will post it this week.
Jocelyn, thank you so much for
Of
joining
course.
us
Thank
today.
you for having
This
me.
was really fun. And for anyone that doesn't know anything about Final Offer, wants to learn more, how do they learn more about it?
They can go to the website, finaloffer.com, and there's a book a demo or a concierge line, or you can come right to me.
Yes.
Which I will not share my information. You'll find me. Jocelyn
Find
Vas.
Jocelyn Vas.
I'll
DM
just-
us if you're not sure how to find
She's
her.
coming to my tattoo appointment.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Let's
that if you
test
get
your
a tattoo,
commitment,
they'll-
Jocelyn.
they'll pay for that.
Say what?
They'll pay for
Yeah,
that.
that's like free
advertising.
marketing.
Right.
Exactly.
No, they better pay for that.
Depends on where it is.
All right. Till
Oh my goodness.
next 2 weeks, guys. Talk to you soon.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.